Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. And the goal of Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market is to give you financial insights that will put money in your pocket. I want to say hello to everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope that you are. I hope that you're enjoying your journey in the stock market. And I hope that you're also encouraging your family to participate in the world of investing, because this is going to make a big difference for your family legacy. And I encourage you not to forget about these things. So I'll just jump right into it as we get started. This stock market is really interesting right now. I just saw some data that basically says that the stock market has, according to many, positive expectations for the rest of the year based on research in terms of what's happened in the past relative to market performance being this strong. If you don't know, May was a super strong month. I hope you didn't miss it. There was a lot of money that was made during May. And so as I break this down, also, I'd like to ask you if you could please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe, stick around to the end of the video. And I have a stock I want to mention to you that I just bought that I believe is going to just do extremely well, be explosive over the next 5 to 10 years, probably longer. And so that's a profit alert that I want to share with you. And then also give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just let me know that my audio is coming through okay. And just a reminder to Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market is also on Spotify. So if you want just sort of these daily updates on what's going on in the stock market, just look up Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market, and you can find me on Spotify, in addition to some other podcasts I have. One is called the Dr. Boyce Breakdown, and then there is How to Make Money Without Working. So I do a lot of cool stuff on Spotify and Apple and all that. But anyway, so as we get so here's what I wanted to share with you. This is what led me to hop up and come to speak to you this morning. Yashika and Robert, or Richard Malvo and Scorian X. I see you. So the stock market in May was really strong. May was just, I mean, Lord Jesus, there was so much money that was made in May. It was ridiculous. This is a consistent trend. If you haven't been sort of participating in the market, and a lot of people, they say they want money, and they're like, well, where is the money? Only rich people have the money. And I'm sitting here just screaming from the rooftops. I can tell you where the money's at. The money is in the stock market. Like, that's where the money's being made. That's where the money resides. And so basically this market in May has been just absolutely phenomenal. Like, May was just really, really good. And I think I want to say, did it go up? I think so far this year, I think we're up by about 10% or 10.7%, something like that. So check this out. This is the stat that really got my attention this morning as I got up and was sort of thinking about my day and kind of getting ready for class a little bit later. Since I want to say about 1956 or so, there's only been like 21 times that the stock market has gone up over 10% in the first half of the year. Okay. I want to say 1956. It could have been 46. I got to go look at the data again. But anyway, this has only happened 21 times. In the 21 times this has happened, what they did was they looked at the second half of the year and they said, okay, whenever the market does this well in the first half of the year, how does it do in the second half of the year? What tends to occur after that? Because that's the goal, right? Can you predict what's going to happen, in the next few months? Now, mind you, it's really hard to do. Most of the scientific studies don't pretty much say that that's hard to predict. And I just, for those who are new, I am a financial scientist. Like, that's what I'm a finance professor. That's kind of what we do. We write research papers and read thousand. Sometimes you have to write. You have to read like 100 research papers just to write one, and not to mention spend years and years and years studying a specific area. So most of the research that I did on the stock market, that was my specialty in grad school. Pretty much said that you can't really predict market performance. So I want to make that clear. I want to put that caveat out there. But sometimes there's data that kind of pops out to you that says, okay, wait a minute, maybe there's something here. So basically, since the 1950s, I want to say 1955, there's only been 21 times that the markets that the markets risen by over 10% by May. This only happened 21 times. Now, out of those 21 times, they said that there's only been 2 times where the market rose that much in the first 5 months and then went down for the rest of the year. Literally, out of 21 times that the market has risen over 10.7% in the month of May, there have only been 2 times where the market went down for the rest of the year. What this really says is that momentum is real, and I've known this. I wrote my whole dissertation on momentum, so yeah, this is real. And by the way, I have to just say this for clarity for new people. I'm not a financial influencer. I'm a financial scientist. I'm a finance professor, finance PhD. That's so I can't. I'm not here to just hype you up. I look at data. I look at what's worked, what strategies apply, and this is how we're going to solve the black wealth problem is by looking at the data and looking at things that actually work as opposed to things that make us feel good. And so this seems to work. Basically, there is data to say that the market doesn't usually go down in the second half of the year when it does this well in the first half. I was kind of shocked by this. I just didn't know that the results would be this extreme. The only year really where you had a decline or really a collapse was 1987. If you remember that, the 87 crash was one of the biggest crashes of all time on a percentage basis. And for the rest of that year, the market went down by about 13%. The other year was 1986, but that really doesn't stand out to me because literally the decline was like less than 1%. So honestly, 87 really is the only year where you had this much of a rise in the first half of the year and then had a decline after that. 86 to me doesn't count because 86, I could have sworn that they said it was like less than 1/2 of 1%. So really, and here's the other part that's crazy. So remember 86, I mean, in 86, I think Dougie Fresh was a teenager. Right, Dougie, in '86, Michael Jordan, had been in the NBA for 2 or 3 years. So '86 is a long time ago. That's my point. So basically, what this really says is that if you look at history and if you use history as an indicator, which is still, I mean, it still comes with a lot of caveats. There's a lot of reason to believe that this market has a ways to run. Um, I'm still skeptical to some extent, just because the price earnings ratios are very very high, and I just don't really know how much confidence I have that this market is going to continue to go up. But there are a lot of catalysts to the upside in the sense of like AI just sort of being this infinite supply of money that people are expecting to see for the future. But then again, though, there are lots of risk factors in that you got things like geopolitical tensions, economic stress, inflation, and some other catalysts that could end up driving the market down. So even though I'm looking up and hoping for the best, I think it's important to also prepare for the worst. Now, if you could do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Later on today, we're going to do our economic awareness training. So if economic elevation is your goal and you want to elevate your mindset as it pertains to money, most science shows that your mindset is massive when it comes to your economic outcomes. If your mindset's wrong, then your money's not going to be right. If you can't see the money, you'll never be the money. So what we do every morning, and I do this 7 days a week, and it's a 100% free, 100% free, 100% free, is we do economic elevation training where we talk about the psychology of money and basically make you aware of money. So if you'd like to join us, it's 100% free. Text, so there's no excuse, because I know some people say, well, it costs me money to learn from you, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. Actually, I meet 7 days a week, every single day, for free, with thousands and thousands of people that actually want to make progress. So feel free to just text the word morning to the number 87948. If you text morning to 87948, I will send you an invitation. We meet every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. So here's another thing I wanted to mention in terms of where I'm investing my money. I'm really excited about copper. I'm really excited about copper, and the reasons I'm excited about copper, I'm going to buy some more. I'm going to invest in copper even more this morning. I'm literally this morning, as soon as the market's open, I'm going to buy more shares of the global copper miners ETF. The ticker symbol is COPX. COPX. And I'm going to do it because copper is important, and copper is literally going to be in short supply over the next several years, just based on various indicators. It takes a really long time to build a copper mine, and apparently copper is used everywhere for everything. And with AI coming, there's going to be an even greater demand for copper, but there's not a lot of evidence that I see to say that the supply of copper is going to match the demand. And whenever the demand for a commodity exceeds the supply, that's when you're typically going to see an increase in price. So if you want to know one investment that I'm making that is that I'm serious about, that I believe in, it's the copper ETF. The ticker symbol is COPX. And just so you know, remember, this is not investing advice. I want to make that clear. But I do share what I'm buying, what I call what Dr. Boyce is buying. If that's of interest to you, then you can just go to drboycestocks.com. That's drboycestocks.com, and I'd be happy to share with you some other stocks that I'm picking. All right, so that's really it. That was actually all I wanted to share with you guys this morning because I'm still getting ready for class. And later on today, we will have our money in the morning training, our economic elevation time, and then after that, I'm going to do a portfolio power play for those of you that want to participate in that. And so, if you want to get an invitation to the portfolio power plays, just join us in the Black Stock Market program, and that is it's really popular. It works really well, and you can join for $1. So if you go to the blackstockmarketprogram.com, you can feel free to join us and ask me questions, and we can talk, and I can help you to sort of see what I'm seeing when it comes to the market. And also, just yesterday, my wife is a therapist, and we did a fun session, really talking about money demons and the money demons that slow us down and keep us from getting where we want to get to. She's an expert in things like trauma and anxiety and depression and addiction and all these things that cause us to not make good decisions financially. So if you want to get access to all these trainings, I mean, we have a ton of them. It's like over 100 and something. Feel free to go to drboycedaily.com, and the stuff is yours for life. So feel free to go sign up there. And also, of course, the live sessions each morning are free. All right. So have a good day, everybody. God bless you. And hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe on your way out. And don't forget that this podcast is also on Spotify. Just look up Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market, and you can find me on Spotify and Apple. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all at economic awareness training in a little bit. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.